intending to dream you when I'm sleeping. Is it my turn to fictionize my world? Or even imagine your emotions? Tell myself different.
Okay, guys, like, subscribe, and share. Right. Remember that when you subscribe, you get to know more about the channel, and the kind of news we get to give you every day. So to be updated, make sure you subscribe and then like the video as well, and then share. Thank you so much for being part of it. Thank you.
Hello, love doctor. I'm good. Only Okada Kambo. Somewhere one I know now for the because before then I ever Kalita go now but when I got looking at women. When I still see her, I'm not on the phone, one another not on the phone, one another love doctor because we are more one day. So ever man, ever listen there. So the other one like it, love doctor never in a gaka. When it comes to one who will see only Honaya Lara Chiago. Ịhụnanya dị n'etiti ọtụtụ di na nwunye, nwanne na nwanne, ụmụ nwoke na ụmụ nwaanyị, agbata obi nakwa ikwu na ibe ajụọla oyi mana Love Doctor abịala itinye ụtọ na udo na ndụ ịhụnanya gị. Bụrụ Love Doctor na 103.5 FM ebe ọ na-adị n'okpuru Anambra, Nigeria kwa Wednesday nakwa Thursday ngwa ọkụ elekere asatọ nke uhuruchi gaje n'ọkụ elekere iri nke uhuruchi kwa Wednesday na Thursday n'oge Love Clinic na Monso Angeles. Mama Nkose bụ Agbasal Maria.
Nke mmụọ nsọ. Ekene Maria Ijiptel na Gracia Osebru Anonyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ dịazị ngọzi nwa afọ gị Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ịbụ ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na amanyọnwa anyị. Amen.
Nyeju odibo nwanyị nke Osebru ụwa.
Ka o rere m ka isi kwu.
Ekene Maria Ijiptel na Gracia Osebru Anonyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ dịazị ngọzi nwa afọ gị Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ịbụ ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na amanyọnwa anyị. Amen.
Okwu emela arụ.
O wee binyere anyị.
Ekene Maria Ijiptel na Gracia Osebru Anonyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ dịazị ngọzi nwa afọ gị Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ịbụ ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na amanyọnwa anyị. Amen.
Rịọbara anyị arịrịọ ọnne nke Chukwu dị asọ.
Ka o weta onye aka nkwa nke Kristi.
Arịrịọ anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu, ka enye Gracia n'ime obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị anyị butere ozi ọma wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị mere anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'isi na kịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'isi na kịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'isi na kịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere gara aga
so n'ekpere nke Chukwu ka ha zuru ike na ndokwa.
Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ.
Nọnyekwara mmụọ gị.
Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ekpere abịala gị site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi, ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwotu Mmadụka Close, Mmuru Nnobi, 081-4982-8254. Ebonadi FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebonadi 103.5 FM.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that people are hoping for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Thursday, the 31st day of August 2023. And the time is 3 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifan Shuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Newborn rescued from pit toilet after 3 days in Anambra. One fell dead as masquerade worshippers clashed in Enugu. Lakdo Dam. NEMA says Benue, Anambra, 9 others likely to be flooded. Abia government attributes delay of salary to ongoing verification exercise. Anambra APC demands Soludo's resignation over local government polls. General Nguema appointed as transitional president of Gabon following the coup. Now, details. Newborn rescued from pit toilet after 3 days in Anambra. A newborn has been rescued from the pit toilet in Utuosha, Anambra East local government area of the state 3 days after birth. According to a report posted on the Facebook page of Anambra State Ministry of Women and Social Welfare, the incident happened on Sunday. The mother of the male child, Nwedoka Chidemma, a 20-year-old girl from Iziye, Ebonyi State, was said to have deliberately carried out the act. Esther Omesi, a farmer and friend to Chidemma, alerted relevant authorities about the incident. Omesi said she was staying at Chidemma's place at the time it happened. According to her, Chidemma started acting suspiciously on Sunday after she had notified her, Omesi, that she was having stomach upset and then went to the pit to ease herself. She narrated that Chidemma took time, and when she came out, there was dripping of blood, which made her call a nurse that inspected her and revealed that the baby was gone. Omesi said that she thought that Chidemma had a stillbirth, which is why she encouraged her to travel home to her parents and notify them of the development. Revealing further on how it happened, Omesi said that they heard a baby's cry on Tuesday morning and quickly used the ladder to rescue the newborn. Reacting to the incident, the Honorable Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Ifi Obinabo, was shocked when both the mother and the child were brought to her office. Turning to Chidemma, she said, "Why would you, after you have passed through pregnancy, given birth, and decided to put the baby in the toilet? Why? Since Sunday, why are you this wicked?" The commissioner quickly directed the newborn should be taken to Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu Teaching Hospital, Amako, in Oka for treatment, and later called for the arrest of the culprits. One fell dead as a masquerade worshippers clash in Enugu. A young man identified as Cross from Amompo, Umuezike, Ako, Igbo local government area of Enugu State has been feared dead when masquerade worshippers clashed at Noah community, also in Ako community. It was equally gathered that the divisional police officer of Igbo Police Division, Chinedu Okike, and other residents of Ako sustained various degrees of gunshots injuries during the fracas. It was further gathered that no fewer than 100 locals were hospitalized following the incident. The spokesperson for the Enugu State Police Command, Daniel Ndukwe, who confirmed the incident, said that one male suspect has been arrested in connection with the clash, adding that normalcy has been restored in the community. According to an eyewitness who pleaded for anonymity, the clash occurred at a railway, Nuako, around 4 p.m. on Monday. In his words, the fight started when Odo masquerade worshippers in their numbers accompanying one Odo masquerade called Ugwishe to Eruore, Noah, as tradition demands for final visitation before departing to the spirit world on 31st August 2023. Most people started running for their lives as the DPO got shot, and the men of Nigerian police force who were on the ground with the DPO to ensure a peaceful passage of the Odo masquerade in all the villages had to use tear gas to repel the shooters. The 2 police vans they came with were damaged by Noah boys when they were throwing stones at the police people, the source narrated. However, when newsmen visited Atam Memorial Hospital, where one of the victims was taken to, Cross was seen lying on a hospital bed with various gunshot injuries, including one that damaged his manhood while piercing through his thigh. The DPO, who was injured, said we only went to Ako to ensure there was peace and order as Odo Masquerade and her worshippers visit different villages today. We passed through Obie village unhindered only for Noah people to come out and start attacking us. I was injured and our vehicle were damaged. Our duty is to ensure that there is peace in all communities, but the enemies of police came out to attack us, he explained. Lagdo Dam, NEMA says Benue, Anambra, 9 others likely to be flooded. The National Emergency Management Agency says Adamawa, Taraba, Benue, Nasarawa, Kogi, and Anambra are likely to be flooded following the release of water from Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. Mustafa Ahmed, NEMA said the states located downstream must begin to make concerted efforts to address and mitigate the impact of the impending flooding. Mr. Ahmed said the country had commenced the release of water from the dam at the rate of 200 cubic meters per second, which is about 18 million cubic meters of water per day. He, however, called on Nigerians to remain calm as far as the other state accountant general, Mrs. Njum Onyemenam, has clarified that 95% of the state's workforce has received salaries. She further said 43% of pensioners in the state received half of their pensions, while 57% were paid in full. Onyemenam, who appealed to civil servants in the state to cooperate with the ongoing physical verification in the state, said the policy was designed for their own interest. We have paid over 95% of civil servants. 5% are having difficulties because of the verification and validation process. We are giving all corporations. We are sorry that some 5% left are being affected by the validation process, and the Abia Accountant General said. She stated that salaries were paid to civil servants on August 28 in line with the promises of Governor Alex Oti. She advised workers not to evade the ongoing verification exercise, as anyone not captured in the exercise will not receive a salary. Onyemenam, who confirmed that the pension for the month will be paid at least on August 31st, said the first payment was for transportation, while the state government has promised to take care of the rest. Newsman records that civil servants stormed the premises of the Accountant General's office on Tuesday morning over the non-payment of their salaries. Anambra APC demands Soludo's resignation over local government polls. The All Progressive Congress in Anambra State has asked the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, to resign following his inability to conduct elections in the 21 local government areas in the state over a year since he assumed office. As a consequence, the party said the federal government should appoint a caretaker governor to run the affairs of the state. He stated this in a statement signed by the State Publicity Secretary, Okelo Madukefe, on Wednesday. Both APC and the ruling All Progressive Grand Alliance in Anambra have been tackling each other over the non-conduct of local government elections in the state since 2014. The state chairman of APGA, Mr. Ifatu Obiokoye, had in an interview recently cited litany of litigation at the court as the reason preventing the state from holding local government elections. On the contrary, APC promised to hold the APGA government, which seems to have lost initiative so soon, to account, and are doing so. For the second time in 1 week, APGA Ifatu Obiokoye has failed to mention the particular suit which he claims APC has in court that has stopped the government controlled by his party from holding local government elections, and no one seems to have returned him to the brass tacks. Controlled by his party from holding local government elections, and no one seems to have returned him to the brass tacks. Now we move over to the foreign scene. General Nguema appointed as transitional president of Gabon following the coup. Gabon's coup leaders of Wednesday named Brice Oligui Nguema as the country's transitional president, according to a statement read on national television. General Oligui Nguema Brice was unanimously appointed chairman of the Committee for the Transition and Restoration of Institutions, president of the transition, the statement said, following a meeting of all military commanders and chiefs of staff. General Nguema, the former head of the most powerful security unit, the Gabonese Republican Guard, an independent military formation responsible for protecting government officials and buildings, is reportedly a cousin of the deposed President Ali Bongo Odemba. According to the statement, Nguema ordered the restoration of internet services as well as the signals of international radio and television channels in Gabon shortly after taking office. Nguema, the son of military officer, attended the Royal Military Academy of Meknes in Morocco. He was one of Bongo's aides de camp before being promoted to commander in former President Omar Bongo's Republican Guard in 2009. On Saturday, authorities have reportedly ordered internet shutdown as voting ended in presidential, parliamentary, and local elections to avoid the risk of violence, and the presidential, parliamentary, and local elections to avoid the risk of violence and the spread of disinformation. On the same day, authorities announced the suspension of French media channels of France 24, RF1, and TV5 Monday broadcasting in Gabon. Meanwhile, a nightly curfew will remain in place until further notice. This is where we'll draw the curtain on news update on Ebon Ade 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Newborn rescued from pit in Anambra. One, they're dead as masquerade worshippers clash in Enugu. Lagdo Dam, Nema says Benue, Anambra, 9 others likely to be flooded. Abia government attributes delay of salary to ongoing verification exercise. Anambra APC demands Soludo's resignation over local government posts. General Nguema appointed as transitional president of Gabon following the coup. You just listened to news updates on Ebonade 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Efan Shupu Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good evening. So guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you.